Oh, that's Edison Lighthouse right there, growing a little love. We got the NFL now. That's coming up next.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the CIF and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After 2 trips to the Super Bowl in 5 seasons, the 49ers currently sit in last place in the NFC West at 5-7. General Manager John Lynch was asked on KNBR Radio if head coach Kyle Shanahan is on the hot seat.
Look, the standard here is to win championships, and we've fallen short of that, I understand. But we have an excellent head coach, and the fact people are talking about stuff like that, I do find it comical. We're 100% behind Kyle and what he brings to our organization.
The Vikings and Eagles can clinch playoff spots Sunday. Minnesota does so with a win over the Falcons and losses by both the Cardinals and Rams. The Eagles get in with a win over the Panthers and losses by both the Falcons or Buccaneers and Cardinals. Meantime, Eagles wide receiver Devontae Smith, who's missed the last 2 games due to a hamstring injury, was asked if he will play this Sunday against the Panthers. He replied, quote, "Count me in." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx saved you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx users are compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Guys, it's finally here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. It's cold, salted, yet perfectly sweet, delicious, and it's at the top of Santa's Christmas list. What? Santa has a list too, you know. And he's a huge salted caramel frosty fan. Probably why he's so jolly all the time. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Salted caramel frosty flavored with other natural flavors.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is 7:30 on this Saturday morning. It is it's a holiday Saturday morning. It is not a holiday, but it is certainly the seasonal day. A lot of stuff going on. We're going to get into that pretty soon. Right now, we've got some birthdays to go over. Today is December 7th. We remember today is the day that lives in infamy. That's the day World War II started. But there were some happy occasions, birthdays, big shot birthdays. Actor Ellen Burstyn. She was 92 today. Gary Morris, he's a singer, country singer. He's 76. Tom Waits is 75, also a singer. Actor Priscilla Barnes of Jane the Virgin. She's also in Three's Company. She took over for, she was the second blonde on the Three's Company. She's 67. Tim Butler, he's with the Psychedelic Furs, 66 today. Announcer Ed Hall, he's the announcer for The Tonight Show when John Leno did it. He's 66. Patrick Fabian, better called Sal, he's 59. Actor Jeffrey Wright of Westworld and Angels in America is 59. Actor C. Thomas Howell, he's part of the Brat Pack. He's 58. Brat Pack is getting old. Actor Kimberly Herbert Gregory of Kevin Probably Saves the World. Kevin Probably Saves the World. Okay, he's 52. I haven't seen that, but it sounds interesting. Actor Sherry Appleby of Unreal and Roswell is 46 today. We have Jennifer Carpenter of Limitless and Dexter is 45. Jack Houston, he was in Boardwalk Empire on HBO. He's 42 today. Local birthdays, we got a few of them coming up.
The magic of Christmas. It's our 24-hour gift to you. The magic of Christmas. An Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230. The magic of Christmas captures the feeling of this special time of year. The magic of Christmas. Presented by
Baja Farms, Sun Community Federal Credit Union, Grant Company, Inc., Brownies Cafe in Yuma, and Dogwood Automotive.
Join us on AM 1230 and feel the magic of Christmas.
The magic of Christmas.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Annika Medosinka, Henry Alcon Jr., Bethany Garcia, Mary Lopez, Carlos Zaragoza, Dan Turner, Pablo Cerda, Nina and Natasha Marquez, the twins, Brian Morta, Corinne Acaloca, Doris Nunez, Francisco Vargas, Jonathan Harmon, Lee Hinman. We have Mary Hayes, Savannah Arce, Rosemary Platero, and Sylvia Aguilar. Happy birthday to each and every one. Wedding anniversary, Lydia and Brian McNeese. Happy anniversary to you guys.
Hello, it's me. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to you.
Once again, Kxo Radio has made special arrangements with the North Pole to bring Santa to the Imperial Valley.
What would you like for Christmas?
Santa will be available to visit with kids by telephone on Wednesday and Thursday, December 4th and 5th, 4 to 6 p.m., and again on Wednesday and Thursday, December 11th and 12th, 4 to 6 p.m. Kids of all ages are invited to call Santa at 760-352-2029. That's 352-2029. Santa is looking forward to visiting youngsters in either English or Spanish. Calls may be recorded and played back on KXO AM 1230 or FM 107.5. Call 760-352-2029 and talk directly with Santa. Our visits with St. Nick are brought to you by
Bradco Construction and Las Herraduras in Yuma.
And Santa will be in here on the 11th and 12th, just like she said. But then he's got to get to work. He's got a lot of stuff to do. Right now, we've got something to do. We got your World in California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. Health insurance companies are on heightened alert after the brazen murder of a top leader. CBS's Allie Bowman reports.
United Healthcare, the company Thompson worked for, removed photos and biographical information of executives from its website. Another health insurance company in Minnesota did the same and temporarily closed its 6 office locations.
The suspect is still on the run. Police believe he could be in Atlanta. Notre Dame Cathedral reopens after 5 years. CBS's Elaine Cobb is in Paris.
The doors of Notre Dame will be reopened by the Archbishop of Paris in a ceremony rich in symbolism. He will knock on the heavy front doors of the cathedral with his crozier. From within, a psalm will be sung 3 times, and then the doors will open.
An effort to impeach South Korea's president was unsuccessful. Alex Jensen reports from Seoul.
Almost all ruling party lawmakers left the National Assembly before the vote to impeach him.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. A 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of California on Thursday morning, briefly triggering a tsunami warning for the coast of Northern California and Southern Oregon. Dr. Penn Abbott is a geologist in San Diego State University and says large earthquakes like this one in Northern California are rare.
We might disperse by looking at the numbers globally per year. For the world as a whole in a year, you average about 15 of these. So this is a huge event.
California Attorney General Rob Bonta is appealing a judge's ruling on his lawsuit against the city of Huntington Beach and its voter-approved Measure A, which requires voter identification for municipal elections. Former Huntington Beach Mayor And current council member Gracie Van Der Mark says the judge headed a win to the good guys.
Well, they were saying that this wasn't a victory, but the mere fact that he is appealing this is an acknowledgement that they did lose in court.
Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on FM 107.5.
So now we go to a second and 10.
Don't miss any of the action as the Raiders contend for the AFC West title.
3 wide receivers right, Trevor
Las
back to
Vegas
back.
Raiders, brought to you by
Touchdown!
El Centro RV and Southwest Coastal Service.
Raiders football on FM 107.5.
And we are now ready for page one of the local news, brought to you by El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the news this morning, the top story, of course, is the season. 'Tis the season. It started, Thursday with the Santa's Workshop in Brawley. Last night was the first Christmas parade of the season, the NAF El Centro Holiday Parade of Lights. It was held at the Navy base, and a lot of people went. The information that we are receiving is that 2,500 attended that event, the largest crowd anybody can remember. Don't know if it's a record or not, but nobody can remember any more people than that being there. Several awards were passed out at the parade after it was over. Captain Lee's choice went to Heber Hawks. Executive Officer's Award went to the Navy Gateway Inn and Suites. Master Chief's Award, the Base Master Chief's Award, went to the Drifters Car Club. People's Choice went to the Kxo Martial Arts Academy, featuring the Dragon Dancers, and the honorable mention was the Imperial Valley Girl Scouts, which is kind of neat. Today, it gets more. There's stuff all over the place today. So today, the 78th Annual El Centro Christmas Parade. The theme this year is Christmas Traditions Around the World. Parade starts at 10 o'clock this morning in the area of 12th and Main Streets. It then goes to Main and 8th, travels south on 8th Street to Buckland Park. El Centro Christmas Festival will run from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Buckland Park with vendors and a family fun. And that'll be people when the parade will be there. Pioneers Museum will present their annual holiday tour this evening. It's an evening of holiday customs, cuisine, and entertainment from around the world. The event starts at 5 o'clock this evening with food tasting from 6 to 8 p.m. Admission is $10 for adults, $5 for children under 12. A holiday tour is at the museum on Ayton Road. Calipatria will celebrate Christmas in the dark. That'll be at Rademacher Park. There will be vendors, food, beer, entertainment, and even toy giveaway. The fun starts at 4 p.m. this afternoon. The parade gets underway at 5 this evening. The Imperial Irrigation District will showcase a Festival of Lights at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds. It's a dynamic drive-through light show with a holiday theme. According to the IID, this is an immersive experience with colorful light displays that are designed to ignite joy, spread cheer, and elevate the spirit of the holiday season. Premiere of the Festival of Lights is at 6 p.m. tonight. It'll run until 10 p.m. tonight. Festival of Lights will continue throughout the month of December up until the 23rd. So there you go. You'll have plenty of time to enjoy that, but tonight would be the special one. That's, we'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And an El Centro CHP officer was assaulted by a motorist shortly before 6 p.m. on Thursday. The officer contacted an apparent disabled motorist on westbound Interstate 8 near Ocotillo. When the officer approached the driver, identified as 43-year-old Earl Bradley Booker of Phoenix, the man displayed altering mood swings as the officer spoke with Booker through the open driver's side window. Booker struck the officer with a screwdriver, causing a facial laceration. The officer returned to his patrol car and requested backup. Several CHP units responded, and Booker was given multiple commands to get out of the vehicle. Suspect refused to get out, and officers deployed bean bags to be able to see inside the vehicle and keep an eye on Booker. At this time, Booker ignited the interior of the vehicle using a flammable liquid. Booker then got out of the vehicle and tried to walk away westbound on the freeway. Officers followed and again gave numerous commands for Booker to stop. At this time, a CHP K-9 officer deployed his dog onto Booker. Booker began striking the dog with a metal screwdriver. Officers then tased Booker and used several kinetic energy munitions, beanbags. The tasing, beanbags, and a K-9 had no effect on Booker, and eventually officers surrounded him and took him into custody. Booker was transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center for treatment of injuries. CHP officer was able to drive himself to the hospital for treatment. Traffic on the interstate was tied up for an extended period during that incident. That's it. That's page one of the local news, brought to you this morning as a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it is page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials from Monday through Friday and happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. City of El Centro, ready for 2025. City Council met this week. At the meeting, they approved a $180 million budget for fiscal year 2025. The action finalizes months of work to balance the spending plan. Budget includes a $38.7 million for the general fund. It projects a modest surplus of $150,273 by the end of the fiscal year. Another possible funding source includes $15 million in combined reserves. And Great Gateway to Lithium Valley. The Board of Supervisors approved the submittal of the Great Gateway to Lithium Valley application. Application is to the Environmental Protection Agency for the Community Change Grant Program. Deputy CEO Barry Bean gave a presentation at this week's Board of Supervisors meeting outlining the benefits, including enhanced funding for environmental initiatives, improved community engagement, and support for sustainable projects that will positively impact the county's environmental health and resilience. That's it. We've got your weather coming up next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from $8 and up. For December, enjoy a Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop IPA for $5.50 or Torta Supreme Plate of the Month and our Negroni Drink of the Month for December. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 80 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 46. National Weather Service says mild and dry conditions will continue across the desert Southwest for the next several days. Temperatures will continue to remain above average through this weekend. However, a gradual cooling trend can be expected by early next week as a weather system passes north of the region. The main impacts of this system will be breezy to locally windy conditions in southeastern California and in the lower Colorado River Valley on Monday. Breezy hazy conditions across the region on Tuesday and the potential for freezing temperatures across portions of the area Wednesday morning. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today, highs right near 79. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 47, winds will be calm. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 77, calm winds. Sunday night, mostly clear skies, overnight lows around 47. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 75, north winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 47 degrees, 39% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says the Kxo temporarily offline still. The air quality for the rest of the region is good. That's it. That's local news, page 2, and the local weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family and meet the friends, or both. Burgers and Beer, that's the place to be.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are now ready for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide the best of care. In the NFL this weekend, Sunday football, it's going to be the Raiders. Raiders are going to be, they got the morning game. They're going to take on the Buccaneers of Tampa Bay. Kickoff will be right around 10 a.m., so it'll be on the air a little bit before that. Right on FM 107.5, the Raider station for the Imperial Valley. That's where you'll hear the Raiders football. Sunday night football, it's the Chargers at the Chiefs. Monday night football is the Bengals at the Cowboys. Both of those games will be on AM 1230 KXO. The NBA played yesterday. A bunch of people played. 76ers beat the Magic 102-94. Lakers and the Hawks went into overtime. The Hawks beat the Lakers 134-132. The Celtics over the Bucks 111-105. Pacers got by the Bulls 132-123. Kings beat the Spurs 140-113. Timberwolves over the Warriors 107-90. And it was the Jazz over the Trailblazers by a score of 141-99. That was a decisive victory.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in the world of hockey, the National Hockey League, they had a few games played. It was the Capitals over the Maple Leafs 3-1. The Devils beat the Kraken 3-2. Penguins lost. Rangers beat them 4-2. It was the Canucks over the Blue Jackets 5-2. Golden Knights defeated the Stars 3-2. And the Wild beat the Ducks by a score of 5-1. In golf, Scotty Scheffler fired a 64 and seizes the lead at the Hero World Challenge. Max Homa takes a one-shot lead at the Nedbank Golf Challenge. And the slumping Golden State Warriors made a lineup change by starting Jonathan Kuminga and bringing Draymond Green off the bench against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday. Coach Steve Kerr said he wants to give this starting lineup a change, a look, or a lineup change, a look, and see how it goes. In the first game of with this change, the Warriors were routed 107-90 by the Timberwolves at Chase Center. So the first look was not a good one. Golden State Valkyries didn't set out to form an international heavy roster on Friday's WNBA expansion draft as the league's 13th franchise continues to take shape. Heading into the draft, Coach Natalie Nakasi and General Manager Ohema Nanyanin said the non-negotiable attributes they emphasized were competitiveness, high character, and a never-satisfied mindset. And that they drafted 7 players. I don't think they're done yet. Ashton Genty rushed for 209 yards and a touchdown as number 10 of Boise State earned a college football playoff spot, beating number 20 UNLV 21-7 on Friday night for its second straight Mountain West Conference title. And for a third straight time this season, the Bucks found themselves in a competitive game with Celtics. And for a third straight time, it was the defending champions who made enough plays down the stretch, this time for a 111-105 victory in front of a raucous sellout crowd at TD Garden that completed a 3-0 sweep of the season series. And Mike Gundy is in a standoff with Oklahoma State over his contract, sources told ESPN, which is putting his future at the school in flux after 20 seasons as the head football coach. The Cowboys have asked Kid Gundy to take a restructured contract that will include a significant pay cut. According to sources, Gundy had meetings with Oklahoma State officials to discuss his future Friday, according to sources. Also included in Oklahoma State's request to Gundy, according to sources, is a significant drop in his buyout, which is currently near $25 million. Gundy is under contract through 2028. And the Los Angeles Lakers wrapped up a brutal 4-game trip Friday after being edged by the surging Atlanta Hawks, 134-132 at overtime. Though LeBron James and Anthony Davis were both involved in several late-game miscues that helped the Hawks into the victory, James pointed to a big-picture concern that has led to L.A. losing 7 of its past 9 games after rather than the specific mistakes that occurred down the stretch in Atlanta. They've been making mistakes for several games. Right-hander Clay Holmes and the New York Mets are in agreement on a 3-year, $38 million contract with an opt-out after the second year, according to sources. The Mets plan for Holmes, who has spent his big league career as a reliever, to be a starter. He has not started a game since his rookie season in 2018. And the first conference championship celebration in Army history was underway at midfield, and Bryson Daly made it clear it would be a brief one. Black Knights are going for another trophy next week. Beat Navy, Daly said. He and the Black Knights ought to be a tough matchup for the midshipmen or just about anyone. That's it. That's a look at sports brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And today's financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. On the financial side, U.S. stocks mostly rose on Friday as investors digested the last monthly jobs report of the year, a crucial test of the prospects for interest rate cuts in December and beyond. Dow Jones Industrial Average lost about 0.3%, while the S&P 500 rose roughly 0.3%. Meanwhile, the tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite increased 0.8% as Amazon, Apple, and Meta gained, tapping all-time intraday highs. Daily results of the major gauges also reflected their weekly performances. Dow shed 0.6% for the week, while the S&P 500 gained close to 1%, NASDAQ climbed to more than 3%. That's the financial news. We got the weather coming up next.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 80 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 46. National Weather Service says mild and dry conditions will continue across the desert Southwest for the next several days. Temperatures will continue to remain above average through this weekend. However, a gradual cooling trend can be expected by early next week as a weather system passes north of the region. The main impacts of this system will be breezy to locally windy conditions in southeastern California and in the lower Colorado River Valley on Monday, breezy conditions across the region on Tuesday, and the potential for freezing temperatures across portions of the area Wednesday morning. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today, highs right near 79. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 47, winds will be calm. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 77, calm winds. Sunday night, mostly clear skies, overnight lows around 47. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 75, north winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 47 degrees, 39% the relative humidity. This financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
For over a century, broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And it is 8 o'clock at KXO, El Centro, California.
In Paris, awe as the famous Notre Dame Cathedral reopens after a devastating fire 5 years ago.
It's great to see all the hard work that they have been doing with this huge transformation.
CBS's Elaine Cobb has been covering the restoration.
As the flames engulfed Notre Dame, many feared that even if it survived the fire, the skills needed to rebuild the cathedral were long lost. But it turned out there were still traditional craftsmen and women quietly at work around France, and soon an army of artisans was drafted in to restore the historic monument.
President-elect Donald Trump was just greeted by French President Macron in Paris ahead of their meeting to discuss French-American relations and the wars in the Middle East. Trump says the U.S. should not get involved in Syria, where insurgents have reached the suburbs of Damascus. He posted on social media, "This is not our fight." CBS's Dana Jacobson with details.
Today, Russian and Syrian military airstrikes killed at least 7 people near Homs. Rebels are now 10 miles away from the capital city, Damascus. This week, they also seized Aleppo and Hama in the north after launching a surprise offensive. The UN warns the fighting could displace more than 1 million people.
In South Korea, people are rallying after a legislative push to impeach President Yoon fails. The BBC's Rupert Wingfield-Hayes.
Here on the streets, emotions are running high, with tens of thousands of opposition supporters demanding President Yoon resign. We all hate him, one middle-aged man told me. He must be removed or there will be a revolution.
The hunt continues for the person who killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, CBS New York's Ali Bauman.
Sources tell CBS News the gunman may have boarded a bus that was leaving for Atlanta. On Friday, investigators combed Central Park and found what they believe is the shooter's backpack. And they focused on the Manhattan hostel where they think he stayed.
Other healthcare companies are stepping up security for fear of a copycat attack as people angry about being denied coverage and insurance costs take to social media to vent. In Hawaii, remembering the bombing of Pearl Harbor 83 years ago. 2 survivors over 100 years old are among those attending a remembrance ceremony there. Bob Fernandez was just 17 and was passing ammunition to crews so his ship's guns could return fire from Japanese planes.
I felt kind of scared because I didn't know what the hell was going on. Anybody else, I guess.
Nearly 2,300 U.S. troops were killed that night. Nearly half on the USS Arizona. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You might need some popcorn for a night of great music.
The Kennedy Center Honors Gala is tomorrow night in Washington. Queen Latifah hosts the annual event that celebrates lifetime achievements in the arts. It's her first time as host, but she's been honored. Allow her to feel the love, Latifah, feel it. This year's honorees are the Grateful Dead, Francis Ford Coppola, Bonnie Raitt, Arturo Sandoval, and the Apollo Theater. The ceremony will be broadcast on CBS on December 23rd. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
This is the weekend, Rocky fans, as Philly holds its first ever Rocky Fest. The city is celebrating 48 years since the debut of the film franchise telling the story of the Italian Stallion. There's a Rocky-themed bus tour, there are cool date night locations, and there was a Rocky and Adrian look-alike contest. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Something magical happens when you unbox the best of British TV with BritBox. Stream acclaimed series starring Olivia Colman, Idris Elba, Sophie Turner, Matthew McFadden, and more of Britain's brightest talent. See what's inside, discover something remarkable, and uncover what perhaps you were looking for all along. Unbox BritBox and stream the best of British TV. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
Hi, everyone. If you or someone you know were diagnosed with lung cancer or mesothelioma, listen up, because you could be entitled to significant compensation. We have legal professionals standing by right now to take your call, and they'll tell you if you qualify for a cash settlement. Call 800-570-0200. That's 800-570-0200. Call now and find out how much money you could potentially get.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center, may not be available in all states.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer.
With George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.